Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be explaining my two trades that I took today. I'm not going to lie, this trade played out a bit weird. I committed a couple of trading errors. My bias for today was bullish because we could see the hourly time frame. Before opening, we were bullish. Then 1800, we went down, filled this hourly gap, continued higher. The weekly is bullish. The daily wasn't bullish, but the issue is, or the reason why I had a bullish bias is because, well, we have a gap here that got respected, or got retested, then we saw a bullish order flow to the upside out of that, plus the equilibrium was filled, yeah, from down here to up here, it was filled. We are also moving in higher highs and higher lows, and pricing is maintaining bullish structure. You can see we went down, and then we went down to these gaps. We created a BPR here, plus we had this fair value gap, and then we went down a little bit, then continued higher. So if all of them are bullish, and the hourly is also bullish, however, the 4 hour isn't bullish yet, but as we can see, it was shifting to bullish order flow. But yeah, that was my bias, just bullish. The draws and liquidity to the upside were good. We had this high, which, as you can see, just got swept, and then we had this high up here, which had yet to be swept, and is currently getting swept. It's just a part of trading, and what happens, sometimes happens. Can't do anything about it. The reason why I entered this time is because we had this gap down here. Let me just move this magnet, bro. We had this gap here. We saw bullish confirmation, or yeah, it was right here. We had this gap. Price went down, filled that, continued a little higher. After that, what did it do? Yeah, I entered right here, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I entered here on the 1 minute time frame. Then on the 1 minute, I waited for a breaker block, equilibrium, or fair value gap to get filled. What did we see price do? We see price, wait, let me see what happened. Alright, we see price make an equilibrium. Price fills that, then continues a little higher. Plus here we have the breaker block, because here we broke structure to the upside. We have this breaker block right here. What does price go ahead and do? Go down, fills that, bullish confirmation to the upside. I think I entered off of that. Let me just check what time I entered specifically. I entered at 58. Yeah, so I entered like right here because we had equilibrium, just like right here. See, here one of the mistakes I made is not waiting for a bullish candle closure. This is an exact reason why you should wait for it, is because here I entered without waiting for that, and what happened? Well, price went all the way down here, and I could have avoided all of that. Then after this trade, I took another one. And just get rid of this. Sorry. I don't know, where's the... Yeah. I took this trade after that. As we can see, price goes down, stops me out, then goes up to hit full take profit. On this second trade, I targeted all these highs, while the first trade I only targeted this high. I'm not gonna lie, I had greed because I wanted to make my money back and I wanted to make more. So that's like kind of trading error. Plus, I had fear of missing out. The reason why I entered this trade is because let me just check on the 5 minute. Yeah, so this trade was like, I'm not gonna try and bullshit you. I took this trade off of emotions. I was chilling on the 1 minute time frame. I was waiting for these confirmations to hit. Here, what time did I even enter? 10. Okay, so I entered a little after, you know. I waited for this gap to get filled right here. Alright, I waited for this gap to get filled. After that got filled, I entered after this bullish confirmation to the upside right here, as you can see, plus the equilibrium I think had been filled. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, that was filled. We saw bullish confirmations to the upside. I entered off of that. I put my stop loss beneath these lows. What does price go ahead and do? Stops me out immediately. It was dumb, I'm not gonna lie. I had to wait for a 5-minute break of structure to the upside, because if price breaks structure to the upside, fills a fair value gap, then goes down and breaks structure to the downside, price can continue a downtrend. You have to wait for a break of structure. Here, it's exactly what happens. We break structure to the upside, we make a fair value gap. Oh, sorry. We make a fair value gap right here. We fill that gap, bro. We fill that gap. We see a 1-minute bullish confirmation to the upside. Right here, we could have taken this type of trade, but okay, it's no problem. We'll learn from this mistake. Basically, at break even on both. On the Eval, I'm up 1%, and then on the IFA, I'm only down $22. So it doesn't really matter. I'm still gonna be trading New York session for today. You know, this whole trading idea for today itself was based off of emotions. You know, I was taking a shower while market opened. I was rushing to the charts. You know, everything was going bad. You know, it was just a time not to trade, and I just took a trade off of emotions. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for our next recap, and see you later.